Hey everybody, welcome back to another Magic the Gathering Arena video. Yesterday we hit Mythic rank, which was absolutely groovy. We also snuck in an additional win once in Mythic, but we didn't play around with it too much just because we've been playing a lot getting there. 7 days left. I think we won't push too far. I might try it one night or two to get to top 1200, depending on how many wins that is. It's hard to say because I've never done it yet. But I'm sure it'll be a fun learning experience. However, today we are looking at Gideon's Sacrifice. And in Gideon's Sacrifice, this is part 5 in the last part. We can bring a deck with cards that has anything in it from the last 3 sets. So, Guilds of Ravinca, Ravinca Allegiance, and War of the Spark. Gates Ablaze is banned because it's just far too good. Sorry about that. So I tossed a deck together and it absolutely murdered people. We have 4 Arboreal Grazers putting extra land into the battlefield. Incubation Druid, Paradise Druid, just for those mana creatures. We also have Growth Spiral, putting an extra land into the battlefield and drawing a card, which is nice. The Hydroid Krasis, just for that life gain, the draw card, and then the final finisher as well. Super powerful. Deputy of Detention to deal with anything we don't want if we run into any planeswalkers or really big tokens. We also have Prison Realm, bouncing basically anything as well, so we have anything exiled here. And we also have our Teferi, which will bounce anything. So if we exile a token, we can bounce the Deputy back to our hands or the Prison Realm and reuse it, which is really nice. And we also have Nissa just to double stack our lands for the huge Krasis. Pretty basic, worked really, really well. I might have lost once or twice on my way to 10. What's going on here? Perfect. Getting into it. Looks like a brutal opening hand. Nothing I would want to keep, but we're going to anyways. We could drop some smaller Krasis along the way to our larger, more powerful ones. So I'm actually going to pay life here, play the Grazer, which plays into our planes. We've seen a lot of Cruel Celebrant yesterday. It's nothing we really need to worry about off the start. We now have access to 4, so we're casting a Krasis for 2. Unless we draw. Taking damage, putting out his Midnight Reaper. We draw a beautiful land. Oh, yeah, no. 1, 2. So we cast for 3. 3/3 flyer is not bad. Draw a card as well. No attacks. He will need a removal for that. The Butcher of West Virginia. Oh my gosh, what a great card. I originally wanted to make a deck around this, but we went green-blue just for the exiles. And white, sorry. So the Dreadhorde Butcher has haste, and when he deals damage to a player or planeswalker, you put a counter on him, and then when he dies, you deal that much damage as he has counters to any target. Very cool. I may just continue to Krasis out ahead of him, you know what I mean? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 we cast it for this time. It's not much you can do against it, even as smaller creatures. They're extremely high in value. So Massacre Girl is going to shut down the whole field here. and he popped his Dreadhorde Butcher with 0, which is pretty funny. So complete waste on that, but he will wipe the field and gain quite a bit of life. Beautiful. Oh, he's taking the damage for it and drawing cards that way. Quite cool if we're being honest with one another. I love Massacre Girl. Such high value. However, it will fall prey to a simple exile. And we will Nissa next turn. He has quite a bit of firepower in his hand at this point now, though. Playing our Nissa. So we have the blue here. We're tapping our double because it gives us white. And now we're actually just going to exile his Liliana so he doesn't get to draw an additional card. He could easily deal with my Deputy though. We're going to need to settle this out sooner rather than later. The land on the battlefield really helps tighten the spread, but we'll get there. He's looking in our library like he's going to play something. I'm not sure what good it'll do him. So he popped Command the Dreadhorde. If you can believe that. that. This is going to get wild. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We're going to cast it for 5. That's all we need. So this allows us to still Growth Spiral, and we could just Deputy instead, but I think we're going to save it. We'll go for a main phase Growth Spiral, if you can believe that. Put our Breeding Pool in taps. And I'll go as far as stacking the mana, just that little bit more, right? No attacks and lethal next turn. More mana than a Kentucky barbecue. So we see Tessa and Tajik, which is pretty cool. None of it has lifelink though. Oh, this gentleman does. I hate lifelink. How did he get lifelink? Oh. Oops. I should have deputied his Tessa. Oh, he just played it this turn. I wouldn't have been able to anyways. Be a beautiful day. So, this is basically it. Grab way too much mana, you grab way too many cards out of your deck, and you smash them with this Krasis. It's fun. Taking our Breeding Pool because we can. Oh, okay. Only one island out at a time. May as well take his Tajik as well. Just straight flexing. He might be so tilted that he's left. Nope. People were going the whole way on this yesterday, I noticed too. Like, they just did not care. Ah, I forgot about his little reach monkey. Getting a couple points in. Seeing what he top decks. Could be good. I mean, I don't know. This might have a good thing going. I feel like it's not enough, though, still. That diva. And another Tezza. It's pretty cool. There's no tokens, though, so... whatever. I didn't mean to press no blockers there. Frickin' mouse. These guys are all tapped though. Just pull a Nissa off the top. Nonetheless, still win. You can make as many mistakes as you want with this deck, basically. Very cool indeed. Another victory. Oh, nice. We'll jump in, do one more for you guys. I feel like it's nothing that you've not seen yet. I guess if you tried to make your own and it wasn't working, definitely jump on this, because it's beast. If you have the Hydras, for sure, the Krasis. We could go other ways with it too if you guys wanted. I know the challenge is here for like another week or something, and it's the last one. So by all means, shout out in the comments what you guys want to see, and we'll do it up for sure. We're keeping this hand. We love seeing Teferi the Time Raveler. We don't need to pay the life for the land, so we have no 1-drops in the deck at all, ever. And we're probably seeing a similar style deck. We'll play our Paradise Druid this turn. And hopefully 3, 4... next turn we can instant speed a growth spiral in the mix. So I'm not going to allow him to have that much mana on the field. Oh, except it's hexproof. I can't target. My bad. If he wants to use the mana though, he can attack. And then they would be tapped. Going right in with a Bond of Flourishing. I actually use this card as well. Into another Paradise Druid. Especially won't block. We'll just use him as whatever. Playing into an immediate Nissa. Getting 3 for free right here. And I will go as far as using my Incubation Druid for fodder instead. And sacking our Teferi to stutter out his play. Pulls out a Nissa himself. So we will have to sacrifice our Incubation Druid here. We could Krasis for quite a bit. He also only has 2 land available. But why wouldn't we just take his Nissa? Correct? Keeping Deputy right there too. That's something we want. Just grabbing an island this time. Seeing if he'll trade. Pulling our Deputy and losing our land, but we still got the mana for it. He's got 2. We're going to go as far as eating his mana away even further. He's now left with only 2 mana because the Deputy of Detention grabs both copies of the Druid. And that's that. So we're saying 2-0. You know what I mean? At 10 wins, where it's supposed to be the hardest, I've been told. So let's see if we can scoop in a third. Definitely maybe not something I want to do for an hour here, but we can get a couple wins in, right? Showcase the different aspects of the deck. We're going to keep this hand because we can graze into our breeding pool. Which is great. Which gives us access to a Paradise Druid. As we are lacking land, but still making out okay with it. Pulling our land here. And I believe I'm just going to bounce this. We get our draw in, no attack. And we did pull another land, so we're making out really well with what little land we started with. So absolutely just shunted our opponent's turn here. There is a new Ajani, which I'd rather just deal with the Ajani if I'm being serious. So we'll leave his Orator there. It's just a 2/2. It's not really a threat. A Gateway Plaza into his secondary Orator. This gentleman is greedy guts. And I think he's definitely looking for a detention. When you're greedy, you get sent to detention. I'm just going to keep pushing mana. And hopefully we get a Nissa. Ooh, a Bellhaunt Basilica. Taking one of our prison realms. We are unable to bounce that, sadly. But I will grab it. Just for the scry. Another deputy, that's perfect. Stay right there. Put out our other grazer just for fun. We were planning on adapting our druid, but we'll get there. Another Bellhaunt, very nice. I almost want to save the deputy. Throw down an adapt. And we'll plus up. No attacks. Let's see where this one leads. This might be our grand finale here, guys. Our best challenge yet. I don't know how he has so many more cards than us. We've only discarded twice. I guess we have huge field volume. He's got nothing. Cruel Celebrant. Imperial Oligarch. Not worried about those. I mean, it's cool, but I fear not enough. Yeah, we're just going to throw down a nice little blockadoo there. Right. And there is our lovely lady herself. So we will bounce the Afterlife, draw a card. And I'm attacking with our 1 forest. He can only have 2 more Ballisica Bellhaunts, which is such an amazing card. I love it. Putting eyes on our Teferi still. Which doesn't really faze me too much, to be honest. These guys are solely to block. It's a pretty cool looking thing there. Pretty freaky. Blessing our Teferi. Breeding Pool can come and tapped. Nissa can untap it. Bring it into the field. And now we strike for quite a few more. Coming in for 9. I'm sure we'll see a blocker here though. No blocks. Ending our turn there. He really hates our Teferi. He wants rid of that for sure. Taking out one of our lands. Can always appreciate that. Absolutely not letting him have our Teferi. Never ever will I let you hit him. I don't think he gets that. Whoops. Just bringing our plain forest in here. We do have a deputy, but at this point, what is the point? Just the 2 attackers. We'll keep the Druid to defend. Teferi has ruined our friends today. Gets a Mortify, we'll gain 2 life. Oh, they don't re-enter. Oh, they do, okay. A last stand, if you will. Adapting our other Incubation Druid. Drawing a Prison Realm, which is absolutely disgusting. Whoops. Popping in another Nissa. Bringing out lands because they're indestructible as shit. -3, one of his blockers. Oh my gosh. Coming over for our 3 attackers. Indestructible lands. This is what I mean. This game is over, yet our opponent is still willing to play. You don't see this kind of resolve even in ranked. Nice little Johnny's Pride Mate. Maybe he could outpower me. We're going to grab his Orator, and then we're also going to grab his Johnny. That's that. Absolute domination in this challenge with this deck. It's basically just the Simic Bant deck, I guess, with Deputy of Detention, Prison Realm, Teferi. The rest is all, literally, it's all mana grabbing until the Krasis, and then all removal and bounce until Nissa. So Krasis and Nissa are the only aggro you have. Teferi and Deputy and Prison Realm are just to bounce things, and the rest is excess mana. But it works great. I hope you guys use it, and I hope you guys rock through this challenge and grab those stained glass pieces. We might push a little bit of rank tonight. We might also just take the night off and do some video editing. We also have to do a little bit of podcast editing for a friend. But we will be back here bright and early tomorrow morning with some sort of original deck to check out. It is the 22nd, so we've got, what, like 10 days, 11 days to the new things come out. I wish I had a timer countdown. Let's submit that into them. They'll love that. Don't forget to subscribe. Free chance at all of those free gems. Check out the card at the beginning of this video if you don't know what that's about. Or just look at my channel and search free gems. Go to the first free gem one and learn about it. We're giving away a lot of gems, so subscribe for your chance towards those. And yeah, thank you guys for your support. I really appreciate it. I hope you all have a really good evening, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.